Hello everybody, this is Dalila Arellano with Century 21 Affiliated, coming to you today from my mobile office. I'm actually today on my way to a Realtors Open, and no, that does not mean that realtors get together to play tennis. It actually means that realtors are going to be hard at work. And today we're going to be viewing a lovely Crossman bungalow located at 5436 West Column Avenue in the up-and-coming Portage Park area. Homes in that neighborhood, say a house with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, currently are going for about $321,000. The house that we're going to go and see is currently listed at $410,000. However, it has 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms with a semi-finished basement, so it sounds very promising. So we're going to be checking that out. As it relates to the neighborhood, in retail within the neighborhood, I would say that Six Corners continues to be the biggest focal point of the neighborhood. It's been somewhat deteriorating the last couple of decades, but the aldermen, along with a couple of developers, are already pretty advanced in plans to do an overhaul on the area. Right now, I believe that it already got approval. They got approval from the board and the community, and they're at the stage where they're getting the city to approve their plans. And those plans involve building a 5 to 6 story facility that is going to be of mixed use. So it's going to house residential apartments for upscale senior citizens, in addition to, in theory, upscale retail space as well. So a lot of restaurants, a lot of services. Obviously, they will be catering to senior citizens. They're going to be living in the building. They estimate that this is going to add on average about 120 jobs to the neighborhood. And since the rents for this particular facility is going to be anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 a month, as you can imagine, is also going to be bringing quite a bit of income to the area. In addition to that, the alderman is talking to Aldi, and Aldi is thinking about testing a flagship concept for their grocery store. So kitty corner to that area, they would be building call it a more upscale Aldi than what you traditionally see in the market. So that's going to be exciting as well. If it gets approved by the city, this is going to bring about quite a bit of change to the neighborhood. I would say that's already a big trend of younger families moving into the area, really lowering the average age to about 35 years old, and really with really families with really young kids. I would say, I think when I looked at the population, 2/3 of the kids in the area are of I guess junior high and younger. So that's pretty young. So anyway, exciting news for Portage Park. For those of you that live in the neighborhood, I'm sure you've heard all kinds of great things about Portage Park, actually the park, not just the neighborhood, but the park. If you've been there, you know that they have an amazing Olympic-sized pool outdoors, and they also have, I'm not sure if it's an Olympic-size, I think it's probably 25 yards indoor pool as well. In addition to tennis courts, they have a clubhouse, plenty of areas to run and exercise, and of course socialize. It's an amazing place. As it relates to restaurants, my personal favorite, of course, is going to be the Cochinita Tacos. Yes, I know that I'm subscribing to the stereotypes that yes, Mexicans like tacos, but I do love tacos, and that particular restaurant is amazing. If you're more into steaks, I've heard amazing things about the Community Tavern, so do check that out. And of course, if you're an All-American, and sometimes, let me just tell you, I embrace that. Burger Belly is also an amazing place to check out. So check those places out. I think they're really good, and let me know what you think of it, because I'm always looking to recommend places, and I believe they're amazing. And then of course people go there and maybe they don't agree with me. I want to know if I'm actually right, so let me know. Write a comment below the video and let me know what you think of that. Let's see, what else can I tell you about Portage Park? Oh, I did find out one interesting tidbit of information. I did find out how Portage Park got its name, and it got its name because back in the day, before Chicago was what Chicago is today, that whole area was actually wetlands, and Native Americans, along with fur traders, used to commute from Chicago to Des Plaines via rivers and waters. So they would go from the Chicago River to the Des Plaines River, and when they would get to this area, there was muddy enough that the canoe could not go through. So they would literally get out of their canoes and carry the canoes or portage over their heads, the canoes through that section of the land, and then put them down along with their cargo once they got to the Des Plaines River and continue on with their commute. So that's how Portage Park got its name, from folks having to portage their canoes from the Chicago River to the Des Plaines River when they actually got to that area. So there you have it. We're actually arriving to the property, and I'm pretty excited to check it out. For those of you that know me on a personal level, you know that I have a big crush on this particular realtor, wink wink. So anyway, I'll let you know and see how this goes. All right, hope you enjoy it. Well, here we go. I thought I would show you a little bit about the neighborhood as well, because I think it's actually a pretty cute neighborhood. So let's do a little bit 360 so that you can get a sense of the type of neighborhood that we're in Portage Park. Again, this is Column Avenue, and we're on our way again to 5436 Column Avenue. And I want to switch the camera so that you can see, as we're walking through, approaching the property, really what this is about and what we would be getting ourselves into today. All right? Alrighty, so it's a gorgeous day today, especially for doing Realtors Open. My God, sunny, beautiful. We don't have that many days left in Chicago like this. It's always nice to have an excuse to be out and about and just enjoy the weather. I'm dreading our winters, but as we know, if this was the weather year-round, I don't think there would be enough houses in the entire Chicago area to house everybody. So anywho, we are approaching 5436 Column Avenue, and as you can see, it's a lovely bungalow. One thing to point out, it is dormer, and it appears to be dormer in both sides. And what that does is that if there is a second story, which of course this one has a second story, is going to be a fairly sizable second floor. I don't know if you can perceive that. So I'm walking a little bit past the property just to check it out. Very nice. It's cute. Let's go inside and see what we're dealing with here. Again, 5436 West Column Avenue.